A little farther down the track, I'm going to show you the contents of my day pack. I've got a designated few things in my backpack which basically stay in there all the time. So if I've got the urge to go for a hike, I just grab the pack and away I go. I've got none of those situations where I can't be bothered, I can't find this, I can't find that. Now I've got a few things in my day pack, and I've also streamlined my multi-day pack as well, where some things in there, not all things of course, you can't roll up your sleeping bag compact and leave it in there all the time, that's bad for it, but certain things you can, and that's exactly what I've done. Everything is about streamlining so you can get out on the trail quicker, and that's what this is about. This is my day pack, 13 litre Osprey day night pack. It's got two side pockets either side there. I've got my bandana in that pocket there. It's got a designated bladder pocket as well, but I use the water bottle hanging on the front there, and I've also got another water bottle inside the pack. Yeah, it's a good little pack, which is what I use for my day hikes now. And I'll show you what we're talking about on this video, what I actually carry in my day pack. And I carry my trekking poles with me as well, even on day hikes. Those trekking poles go with my poncho, which I'm not going to get out now, but that can turn into a shelter, a ground sheet or a shelter with the two trekking poles. So if you do have to stay out longer on your hike, you know, if you're doing a 20-30 kilometre hike in strange country, you may get caught out and have to stay out overnight, so this poncho will give you some shelter with the trekking poles. It's not so much about the day pack, that can be any pack of your choice. The one I've got is my choice, but it can be any day pack you want. It's more about the contents of the pack, as I told you earlier on. I always carry my stove because I like to have a brew while I'm out on my hike. That's one thing that's a necessity for me. That stays in the bottom of my pack. My down jacket, just in case it turns cold as well. Obviously my mobile phone comes with me as well. This here is important as well. This is thrown in the bottom of my pack, a headlamp, because you may get caught out at night. It's got a charger and a spare battery. And I've got my battery bank as well, which allows me to charge all the stuff I've got with me. Mobile phone, headlamp. Can charge my mobile phone about 4 times, which obviously I'm only probably going to need to charge it once if I'm out overnight. And I've got, this will be fully charged of course in the bottom of my pack, but if I need to I can charge that as well with my battery pack. I've got my 2 water bottles with me as well. They're obviously full when I start out. Now this was the component that was giving me the most trouble when I was going out on my day hikes. and I've managed to create this little X-Ped bag full of the bits and pieces I need. I don't have to even think about it anymore. This sits right in the bottom of my pack, and as I say, I just grab it and go. I don't have to think about these components. I'll show you what's in the bag here. I've got a B-free water filter in there, which is obviously vital. You need water, you may get caught out, so at least I've got a filter if I run out of water. I've got a snake bite kit, which is a couple of long bandages and a triangular bandage in case you get bitten on your arm. There was a set of instructions with this snake bite kit, but you should know how to use it anyway. You shouldn't need those instructions. If you get bitten by a snake, you're not going to be wanting to sit in there and read the instructions on what to do. I'm not going to tell you today how you go about that, but that's the snake bite kit, which in Australia has to go in the bottom of my pack. I've got some general first aid, a small bandage, some band-aids, some rock tape just in case I get any blisters, and I've got some painkiller tablets in there. So it's just a very small first aid kit for my day hikes, which is really important to carry that with you, of course. I've got my Garmin Mini in the bottom of the bag as well, which you can use for emergency purposes. You can also text. If you set it up beforehand, you can text your loved one at home to let them know where you are and what's happening. This is if you're not obviously in mobile phone range. With this again, learn how to use it. It's no good getting out on the trail, getting in a situation and then deciding, oh, I need to send a text, I need to call for emergency help. Find out how to do it before you go. A thermal rescue blanket, which you can wrap yourself in as well. I've never taken out the packet. It's only a couple of dollars, but that can be worth it, obviously. Thermal blanket. This compass sits in the bottom as well in this bag. If you're going on a familiar hike, it doesn't matter, it's still sitting there. And if you're going on a really unfamiliar hike, obviously you're going to add a map to that as well. I've got a flint just in case you need to start a fire. Got a lighter as well. That's going to be the easiest one first, unless that runs out and you use the flint. A whistle. Even though there's one on my day pack, it's a good idea to have a whistle that you can really blow loudly, just in case you get into trouble on the trail. Some lip balm, an insect net to go over your head in case the flies or midges get really bad. Some bushman repellent for sand flies, flies, the same thing. Why I use the head net is if you spray this around your face on a hot day, when you sweat it goes into your eyes and it really stings your eyes and becomes quite uncomfortable. So I tend to keep that away from my face, spray around my neck, my arms, and anywhere else, and use the head net to put over my face. And the last thing I've got in my little bag is some sunscreen. Also, I've obviously got my glasses on as well, my hat, and my snacks for the day. A meal if I'm going to be on a long hike, and I've got my stove as well. Yeah, this small bag that's in the bottom of my pack is mainly about safety and my personal comfort. So when I want to grab my pack and get out the door as quickly as I can, I know I don't have any worries with that. It's in there and I don't have to even think about it. I'm on my way again. Finished my hike. Give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. That'll be great.